Good evening, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the militant state of Michigan, where our governor and dictator, Gretchen Whitmer, enacted a law specifically targeting me, Treasure Troller, so I can no longer drive and vlog at the same time. Yep, she did that. And have to catch me riding dirty now. No, I was talking to Lamont on the other day, and he says, well, why don't you get one of those, things that attach to your dashboard or your windshield? And I said, Lamont, I would, but I'm kind of afraid to do it because you still get, like, if you get pulled over for it or something, I might get fined like $100. He says, oh, well, hey, man, I'm a big-time YouTube baller, so if you get pulled over and fined, I'll pay it. So Lamont is going to pay my fine if I get pulled over for using one of these dashboard attachment things. So far, it's working okay. So I was thinking the other day, a couple of things, Michigan things, so Lamont can skip forward for a couple of minutes. Lamont doesn't like the Michigan stuff. Tudor Dixon, I'm gonna have to help this gal out with her. She has a maybe it's a show on YouTube. She's got a vlog. She does a vlog. I think it's maybe on Twitter. I'm not sure. But, she's interviewed Donald Trump, and, she's gotten some big-time Republicans in there, but first thing, Tudor, you have to change the background. You have to, liven up the spare bedroom / studio. That's what you got going right now isn't working, and I think you need to bring in maybe a bit more controversial guests, maybe someone that isn't always going to spew the MAGA line. Having me, Treasure Troller, come in for an interview would probably enhance your viewing audience. I could tell her that all 10 of my viewers would come out and watch it. The other thing about Michigan is that I didn't know. I didn't entirely know. I tried to write an article, put together an article on that Muskegon casino, and I had to send freedom of information requests out to some of the local Muskegon area politicians and to the governor and dictator herself. And if it wrote back and said, yeah, we don't fall under the FOIA laws, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. That our politicians in the militant state, making it more militant than ever, do not fall under the FOIA guidelines. We will not show you our papers. 999, no papers. Pretty unreal. The next thing is the student loans. By next Monday, things are going to change, and it kind of reminds me of The Big Short, the movie The Big Short. I guess I like that movie, and it seems to really apply to that's another thing we'll be able to catch with this handheld. The deer crash that finally ends it all. I'm not sure if you quite got the shadow moving across the road. But he was talking to the when Steve Carell was talking to the stripper, and she was telling them, or he was telling her how the teaser rates were going to expire, and her mortgage could go up a couple 100%, and how she wasn't going to be able to afford her stuff anymore. You know, the teaser rate's coming to an end October 1st. And the loan repayments start kicking in, and I think you're going to start hearing a lot of people, well, we can't afford to live anymore, or can't afford our house, our apartment. I think the housing market might take a bit of a dip. And it's going to affect the younger people, you know, all the ones that were for old Joe. This isn't going to be good for Biden. But I think a lot of people that were counting on that $500-600 a month to be wiped clean, we're using that money for car payments and you know, moving on up to the east side, into that east side apartment rather than staying on the west side, because the Dimension chief said they were going to get rid of student loans. I think we're going to hear heartache. Heartache is coming down the road. So, and then I got a thing. I'm going to check on it tonight or in the morning, depending on. I'm going to be in White Cloud tonight for work. And a few years ago, maybe it was a couple years ago by now, I'm not sure how long, but I did a vlog on a young girl by the name of Amanda Lankey. And I filmed the vlog, started out over by this park. And as it turns out, Amanda's grandparents live by that park. That's where Amanda was staying that summer. And, oh, those fucking lights. That's where she was staying there, talking about how they put a necklace in the tree. One of her necklaces up in a tree. So I may try to swing by there. He was saying the house was next to the bathroom building. I remember one house that's over there that sits way back off the road. I'm not sure if there's a house before that one. It's got a real long dirt driveway. I'm hoping it's not that one. I'm hoping there's a house before that one. I'm not sure. But anyways, we're going to take a look. And maybe if it's still there, we'll be able to film it. But I guess tonight we'll find out which house it is. So that's about it. But I expect in the next week or two how people are going to be able to afford their houses and their apartments because they have to start paying back student loans. I think they're going to start, well, you know, gas prices are high and I was hardly able to afford the gas prices and the inflation's going up, and then we really counted on the not having to pay back the student loans, and this is really putting us in a bind. So look for the teaser rate to expire and mortgages starting to fail, and then the whole housing market starting to crash once again. So So this is Treasure Troller, riding dirty, saying aloha and good day.